stream wide open.
Shut your mouth.
I just can't take it. Oh, OBS stopped responding and then recovered, so that means we must be live.
Live on the YouTubes, live on the Twitch.
I just got the notifications.
Hi.
Oh, OBS stopped responding.
Hi,
Hey,
Twitches.
Twitch finally didn't play an ad on my own goddamn stream. It's a miracle, man. A true blue spectacle.
Oh, that's one thing I did. I enabled commercials on my thing, so I can run an ad.
Cool. I think they're enabled on mine. I don't friggin' know. I don't care. I don't get enough viewers. I get like 2.
I don't care.
Hey guys, welcome to the show without an intro, Big Bucks Weekly. We got myself, we got Tim. How you doing, Tim?
I am tired AF. How are you?
Doing all right. I love the fact that not having an intro has become the intro for this show.
Well, I think it's its own thing now.
I do believe so. I think that's 2 weeks in a row I've done it, so.
I think it's more than that.
Well, I mean, I know I've been saying we don't have an intro for a while, but I think it's like 2 weeks in a row where I've specifically gave a non-intro in the same format. We'll just call it a non-intro and we'll be fine.
It's an intro in and of itself.
It is.
Yes.
It's not a flashy one like the old show.
That's fine.
It's still better than the first intro for the old show.
I don't remember that one.
It was the logo.
Oh,
it, like,
well, I get.
It like panned.
Oh, that's kind of neat, though.
Oh god, it was awful.
Consider the time frame, though.
Yeah, but I had finally gotten a motion intro for my channel by the time Big Bucks Week, or by the time GNL had become a thing.
Oh.
I had stopped using those, so considering the time frame, it was still shit.
Well, okay. Sorry.
I know you're trying to give me credit here, but there's no credit for me.
Trying to find something positive, and
There's nothing positive about it. It was just bad. So, real quick, let's address the title of the show. Oh, hey, I don't like it. Why did YouTube do that?
What did YouTube do?
They added something to the description for the stream.
Really?
Yeah.
What's up with that, YouTube?
Oh, it's something cool though.
Oh, okay.
It auto added
YouTube.
it to the description. It added I think it's actually Restream that did it, which is really weird. So there's now a Restream link. I didn't put it there. There's a Restream link in the description of the YouTube stream and the YouTube VOD for Big Box Weekly. That is an affiliate link for us, for people to go use Restream as an affiliate.
Excuse me.
You sneeze so aggressively always.
I do. I get that from my dad. You should hear him. Sounds like the damn house is gonna fall apart.
So yeah, apparently, because I was really confused what that link was. But yeah, no, apparently we have an affiliate link with Restream that Restream just kind of gave us.
Okay, I'm down with free stuff.
I'm down with it too. So if you're interested in streaming to Twitch and YouTube at the same time, even if you have shitty hashtag blame charter internet like myself, this is how you do it. If you're Tim, you just stream to both. If you're Greg, you use Restream.
Restream's good too. I know a lot of streamers that utilize Restream.
I like it. I specifically got Restream for the sake of Big Box Week, or of GNL show. That's the whole reason I got Restream in the first place. Because I didn't want to have to upload the VOD to YouTube later.
Basically because we're lazy.
I got Restream out of laziness. I didn't want to have to click export on Twitch. Because that didn't work half the time for a long time.
Yeah, it's very glitchy. You can't do like 2 things at once. If you do that, it's weird.
So out of laziness for not wanting to just upload the recording to YouTube, I started using Restream.
Oh.
And now apparently we have an affiliate link.
Woo!
My, the world changes.
Stepping up in the world.
We are moving on up. So anyways, as I was about to say before I was drawn ever so off topic, as you can tell by the title of the stream, I am sick. Tim is tired. Let's jump into that. Oh,
I'm
refresh
showing
the
last
page.
week's title. Oh,
I might have changed it after.
Probably, because I had the channel up at like 5:30.
Oh, yeah. No, I changed it like 25 minutes ago. It was still early for me even. Usually I change it 2 minutes before we start.
This is true. He's not lying.
So
what is
I'm
it now?
stepping up in the
'Cause I'm
world.
too
It's
lazy to.
Tim is tired, Greg is sick.
That's a fair. You know, that's one thing you got to give us credit for. Our titles are usually dead on honest.
They are not clickbait. They're 100%
No,
accurate.
it's yes. We pride ourselves in our
accuracy.
Yeah,
accuracy. Our accuracy.
And it may sound like it's clickbaity, but it's not. It's just the truth.
It's legitimately true. Tim shouldn't be awake right now. I also
No.
probably shouldn't be awake right now.
So my story behind why I'm so effing tired is that tomorrow is my last day of school as far as my bachelor's level goes. So now I got like all this stuff running through my head. I didn't sleep at all last night.
Last night couldn't get to sleep at all.
Boom, 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 boom. So I like got a bunch of stuff running through my head. Like, did I do this right? Did I have that form completed and all this other stuff? And I just want like Tuesday to get here.
Right.
So I think I got all my homework done. Oh shit! I just broke.
That'd be good if you did.
Yeah, that's kind of important.
A little bit.
I think I did. I'll find out more. If I really wanted to, I could probably look right now, but I don't.
Probably.
I don't really want to go onto the website to do that because I'm having fun terraforming.
Terraform.
So that kept me up last night because it's 2.5 years of. People may think that online school is easy and stuff like that, and maybe for some it is.
It's not easy. It's harder. It's so much harder.
That's what I thought, because
you have to keep on top of yourself.
You do. There's more. You have to be really on top of time management. But then as far as like the actual schoolwork went, I felt like it was more demanding than it was being on campus, because you have to do X amount of class participation. Whereas if you're at school, well, basically all you have to do is just show up and they count that as being in class, right?
Right.
Well, no, you have to it's like extra homework on top of the homework that you have to complete.
Yeah.
So, and then of course it's not free. It was
expensive AF.
35,000, I think.
Sounds about right. For a bachelor's, yeah. For an online bachelor's, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, guys. Aggressive sneezing coming.
Yes, do it.
I stopped myself.
That's amazing. I can't.
I just have to think about it not happening, and I can stop myself from sneezing, and it just kind of like slow filters all the air pressure out. I sound like a leaky tire for a second, but
that's okay. Wow.
It's a
so I
talent.
I'm going to a different school for my master's because my state does not recognize the type of master's that I want, because I want to be credentialed in dual recovery, co-occurring disorders. And the state of Wisconsin does not recognize any program that University of Phoenix has that would allow me to be credentialed in that. So they listed, there's like 25 or so schools that the state will accept the programs of.
Yeah.
And out of those, there's only like 3 that are online. So.
And out of those 3, there's only like 1 in budget.
No, the budget really wasn't a thing. It was more of trustworthiness.
No,
because you can really get screwed over with online schools.
Oh yeah, you totally can.
So I did some research, and it was between two schools, and I went with Grand Canyon University. So
nice. Yeah. No, especially online schools, you can really get screwed over, and the other thing you can really get screwed over online is online like tech boot camps. Don't do those.
What's a tech boot camp?
Like the 12-week program type of thing, where it's like learn to program this language, or become get CCNA ready or MCSE ready. Those are kind of ancient certs at this point, but those were big for boot camps. You basically pay like $15,000 for a 12-week program where you're probably not going to get an offer at the end, but they talk about all these great rates of their graduates getting offers and shit. Like, Go get an actual degree. Don't do a boot camp, because here's why. If after you've paid the money for the boot camp, you find out you hate the job, you're out of money. No one cares about your boot camp. But if you got a college degree, you paid more money realistically, but over a longer period of time. You've had a longer time to get a feel for what you want to do. And if shit hits the fan, you still have a bachelor's degree to fall back on.
This is true.
That looks better than I went to a 12-week program. That kind of sounds like an alcoholic.
A little bit.
Let's be real.
Like I had to go to a 12-week get my shit together and learn how to not drink camp.
Did you pay 15 grand for
it? Certification for it? State of Illinois, I think it was $4,000, but
was it worth it though?
No.
So point proven. These
drinking is never worth it.
No, I meant the program.
Oh, I don't know. I was making a joke.
Oh, okay. I thought you actually went to a program because I know
No.
you fought back from that type of thing.
Nope.
You did it on your own, through your own power of will and support of family and friends?
I don't know. What are we talking about again?
I don't know. What are we talking about anymore? I don't know,
I was
dude.
making a joke about it.
I know, and I was making a joke too, and I don't know where the joke was going.
Oh, okay.
I'm too tired, man.
This is awesome. Okay.
This is a great stream. Great
Yeah.
show. Top keck.
Yeah.
Top keck, bottom frag.
13 out of 10 would do it again.
Woo! Crank that shit up to 11, Spinal Tap style.
There you go. So what have you been doing this last week?
You know, I wish I was doing more. So my family got back from Florida on Tuesday. So that was
They went to Florida without you.
correct.
Yes.
I didn't actually want to go because it's freaking July.
Yeah.
Like it's hot
In Florida,
down there, man.
Yeah.
And it's not a dry heat in Florida. It's
No,
like
it's
freaking
not.
swamplands down there, man.
It is literally.
I
is.
didn't want any part of that.
You
So they
start
went down and had a good time. One of my sister's friends went with them instead of me, so they had a good time.
Oh.
So Tuesday I did some yard work. Did a shit ton of yard work. Or Monday I did. Tuesday I got them from the airport, and what else did I do Tuesday? I did some stuff Tuesday. Wednesday I had the day off from work with pay, which was nice. Even though most people were working, I had to take the day off for reasons. My boss told me, hey, just punch your 8 hours, get paid for it. And I was like, okay, because I'm a contractor, so I don't get paid days off. So that was a nice gesture from my boss.
Yeah.
And then, so Wednesday I had some stuff I was dealing with. Got a freaking nail in my tire. What I thought was just a nail. I drove 130 miles on it because I was on my way someplace that I had to be at. And I was on my way home. Once I was at the place, so I'm driving down, and all of a sudden I get an alert on my car. It's like, your rear right tire pressure is low. So I click over to the tire menu, because I have one of those fancy computerized systems in my car where I have screens with different information on them. You know, just one more freaking distraction. Can't use your phone, but sure as hell you can use your car's computer.
Right.
I don't understand it. It doesn't bother me. I'm not a person who's inclined to drive distracted. I have enough respect for myself. I won't say those around me because, like, screw the people around me. I hate people. But I have enough respect for myself and my family to not do something stupid and cause me injury and cause suffering to myself or my family. I have that going for me at least. So I click over to the tire screen, and my rear right's at like 25 PSI.
That's a little low.
Considering my normal tire pressure is 35, 36, yeah, that's a little low. So I pull over off the highway. I keep a compressor in the back of my car for reasons
Me
like
too.
this. It's just it's smart to do.
It is. You get screwed around enough times.
I have a jack in my car. I have a tire wrench in my car. I have a compressor in my car. I have jumper cables in my car. I have a full toolbox in my car. I have all this shit. I don't feel like
it
it
in my car that will do this for me. I give him some Cheerios from time to time, and he's good.
And I also have AAA.
Yes, I have that too.
Which is freaking useless, but I'll get to that.
Okay.
So I pull over, I get out to the side of the road, I get the compressor out, I'm running the compressor, I'm watching the tire pressure up at the thing, gets up to 35, I take the compressor off, I let it sit for a minute or two. It's holding pressure. At this point, I see that there's a nail in my tire, but it's already ground down, so the head of the nail is even with the tread of the tire. So it's not like it's going to get yanked out or anything.
Right.
So I'm like, well, it's holding pressure for a minute. So I hop in, jump back on the highway, and go. I get to the place I'm going. I'm still at 35 PSI. I'm still at pressure. I've still not dropped any pressure.
That's impressive.
So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm in the place for 45 minutes. I get back out to my car. I've only dropped 1 PSI. But sitting for 45 minutes, I'm just assuming that 1 PSI drop is from the tires cooling down, because all of my tires are dropped.
Right.
So I'm like, well, Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's a miracle.
Like, but you know what, though? It's a simple plug. I see it. It's going through a tread diagonally, so it's going through probably like the thickest cross-section of rubber it could be going through in the tire. I'm going to call AAA because I have a AAA membership. I get out my card, pull out the number, punch in my thing. I'm like, okay, I'm going to get someone to come out and plug this while I'm here instead of driving back another 75 miles with the nail in my tire still.
That's good thinking.
They're like, well, sir, we don't have anyone that plugs tires. We just have people that come out and change them. And I'm like, well, what the hell is the point of that? I can change my own damn tire.
Well, you see, you're paying for them to come out and change your tire, though.
Yeah, but what's the point when I can do it for free?
I don't know why you have a AAA thing then.
I'm trying to figure that out myself if they won't come plug a tire. And then I learned this also during the course of these events. I learned this far later. Even though I drive a crossover and I don't have like a spare tire in like a little door pocket on the back of my car on the trunk, or I don't have it like up underneath my car, I lift a panel in my trunk and there's a empty slot in my trunk, which is where my spare goes. You could fit a full-size spare. They only give me a donut spare.
Really?
Yeah, which is bullshit.
Yeah, it is.
That pissed me off.
I have a full size in mine.
Yeah, I wish I had a full size, because it would have saved me spending $200 sooner.
Buy a Jeep.
I don't want to buy a Jeep, though.
You'd have a full size spare.
Yeah, so would I if I bought a Sierra or a Yukon or any full-size SUV, not a stupid freaking crossover.
Jeep.
My Charger or my Camaro would have a full-size spare. But anyways, so I'm like, okay, well, it's a donut spare, so I can't actually realistically drive 75 miles on the highway back.
You're not supposed to, no.
Because I will get pulled over and ticketed for that shit, because that's my luck.
Yeah.
Or else I'd be the asshole in the right-hand lane of the highway doing 50.
Like you're supposed to be doing on a donut.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't be driving like my normal self with a donut, because I'm not that stupid.
Right.
I don't do that shit. So either I would be taking back roads following the highway, or I'd be doing 50 in the right-hand lane, pissing everybody off, because this was at like 4:30 in the afternoon on a Wednesday after 4th of July.
Nice.
So that wouldn't have gone well for me. So I'm
Probably
like,
not.
well, shit. It's still holding pressure. I'm just going to do it. I live a block and a half away from a Firestone. So I'm just going to head home and go to Firestone first. So I get to home, I get to Firestone, I'm in the back parking lot, I'm checking my pressure, because, of course, instead of having my digital speedometer up the whole way home, I have my tire pressure readout the whole way home. Because I'm like, it's a nail, it's a wedge, it's not just going to all of a sudden catastrophically fail and I blow out my rear tire.
Right.
There's like a very good chance that doesn't happen. Worst case, I'm going to notice a drop of a few PSI, and then I'm going to pull over, get the compressor back out, fill it.
Yeah.
But I get there without dropping any pressure.
Wow.
Which is remarkable. And it's about to become even more remarkable. You know why it's so remarkable, because you know the story.
Yes.
So I drop it off, I give them the keys. They're like, yeah, it's $30 to plug it, to fix it. If we can fix it, we'll give you a call. And I'm like, cool. So I go over to Papa Gino's. I take a walk across the road to Papa Gino's. I get myself a chicken parmesan sub, which was the highlight of my day. It was a very good chicken parm sub. 10 out of 10 would eat again. Well, not that particular one, because it's probably not so good anymore. But
Probably not.
so I go, I enjoy my chicken parmesan sub. I walk back over to Firestone. 10 minutes before they close, I still have not gotten a call at this point. And
You're like, yo!
Yeah, I'm a little pissed at this point. I'm like, how long does it take to plug a goddamn tire? So I go in. And I'm waiting. for someone to come to the counter because I want to know what the hell is going on. They're like, yeah, dude, we're sorry, but your tire's not fixable. And I'm like, dude, it's a little tiny friggin' nail. And he's like, well, I didn't see a nail, but there's a 2-inch gash in your tire. And I was like, what'd you do? And he's like, what do you mean? And I said, I've been driving on this thing for 130 miles and it held pressure. And now you're telling me there's a 2-inch gash in my tire? What'd you do? Take a friggin' air grinder to get the nail out? Like, and he's like, it's an absolute miracle that that tire did not blow out driving 130 miles on it. I don't know how you did it, but you did it. And I was like, well, show me the thing. And I'm like, he's like, okay, yeah, sure. And he scrambles around for a couple seconds to find safety glasses. And I'm like, I have safety lenses in my sunglasses because I used to work in industrial locations. Whatever. So we go out. I'm looking at the tire and the shred mark. He pulls back on a little flap of rubber from right on where the shred is. And I see the wire mesh inside of my tire.
Nice.
And I start feeling air come out at my face. And I'm like, holy hell. But then my brain gets to thinking. And it's right about on the same area of a tread where I saw the nail. So now I'm like freaking pissed. I'm like, did you screw up my tire and now you're trying to shed responsibility? So now I pull out my little inspection lamp from my pocket because I'm a freaking dork like that. I carry a freaking inspection light in my pocket. Little freaking... Oh, where's the thing? It's right on my desk. I carry a little Coast inspection light, LED light in my pocket. I'm not even joking.
This really shouldn't surprise me.
Goes in the same pocket as my pen and my pocket knife.
Okay.
I have it on me everywhere. So I pull it out of my pocket and I'm looking around the room at a tire. And he's like, what are you doing? And I said, look, guy, no offense. I met you 45 minutes ago. That shred looks like it's in the same exact spot as where the nail was that I checked to see if it was still in the tire when I parked the car before I came in here. I'm checking around the tire to see if the nail is still there or if you guys screwed up my tire and are now trying to shed responsibility.
Right. Fair.
So I check around. The nail's still there.
Wow.
So I'm kind of pissed at this point. Because I'm like, shit, now I need to buy a new tire. Because I was hoping they screwed up and they'd be on the hook.
Yeah.
There was that little part of me, because I don't want to buy a new friggin' $300 tire.
No one likes doing that.
Good news is, the tires I own, since the time I purchased them, are now only $200 a tire.
Ooh.
So I got the new tire yesterday. I put it back on my car, filled it back up. We're all good to go. But when I first got the tire and I rolled it by my car to go put it on the back wheel, I'm like, did they change the freaking tread on this model? And I realized, no, it's just because this tire doesn't have 20,000 miles of wear on it. But that's the thing, too. Like, I'm at Firestone, and they're trying to upsell me to just a set of 4 new tires.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, these are $1,200. This is a $1,200 set of tires that I've put 20,000 miles on. I'm not buying 4 new tires.
How many miles do you usually get on a set of tires?
I don't know. This is my first set of tires I bought with this vehicle.
Oh, okay.
I only ever bought 1 set of tires with the minivan, and I never replaced them during the year and a half I owned the minivan. No, 2 years I owned the minivan. Because I had the minivan from senior year of high school till the beginning of my sophomore year of college. And during freshman year of college, I was doing like 500 miles a week commuting to school.
Okay.
So I never replaced tires on that. I think I went with cheaper tires on that. So I think those were rated for like 50 or 60,000 miles.
Those are all highway miles, right?
Yeah, those are highway miles.
Okay.
But my road beats the shit out of tires. But like these ones, I bought Yokohama's. These ones have a 75,000 mile rating.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Okay, so the
I can get rid
tread
of
on this
that.
thing brand right. The tread on this thing brand new. There's like literally maybe 3/8 of an inch of tread. It's like
Really?
ridiculous. It's freaking crazy. No, not 3/8. Sorry, like almost 3/4 of an inch of tread.
Oh.
It's like fucking ridiculous.
Okay. That's
why.
sick.
That's why when I looked at the new tire going by the old tire, I thought it was a different tread because there was that much of a difference
That makes
because
sense.
I did 20,000 miles on these things. So
Right.
now in 45,000 miles, I'm gonna have to replace 3 of my tires. So I'm gonna end up biting the bullet on one.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like it was just one of those things. It pissed me off. And then the thing I went down for went shitty too. So that just added to my frustration.
Now Greg has to buy a treadmill.
Jokes on them. I bought an elliptical.
Hey.
Oh god, maybe that might get itself into a story time far removed from now. I'm gonna wait a while, but I think it'll make itself into a story time because I think it deserves one.
I think so too.
I think it's a good story. It's just I want to let the situation ride for a while.
That's good thinking.
So in a year from now, there'll probably be a story time about the treadmill.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was my Wednesday. Now on to Thursday. I went to work for the first day that week. So Thursday was my Monday and my Friday.
Wow, mind blown.
Because I woke up Thursday, and I felt like super nauseous and sick to my stomach, and I was like, well, I didn't eat dinner last night, so I'm probably just nauseous from that. So I'll probably be fine after I eat breakfast when I get to work.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just muddle through till then. So I drive my hour to get to work. I'm working. My stupid freaking training that my boss had me doing for the past freaking week and a half is done at this point. So I'm back in my normal job. I'm happy. We're rearranging the work area. I've got like my desk finally. I'm happy. Go to breakfast. I still feel like shit. I've taken like 3 dumps at this point in the morning. I've only been there for 2 hours. It's loose stool. It's not a good thing.
No.
But I'm hoping I'll feel better after I eat breakfast. Well, that doesn't happen. And then I go to eat lunch. And I still feel just as shitty. I also spilled my Sprite at lunch, so it looked like I wet myself for the rest of the day.
I remember that.
Nah, I actually, no, it dried out pretty quick. Because I was wearing dark beige pants that day anyways. So, like, they dried out pretty quick, and it didn't look too bad. By the time I got back from lunch, it was fine. But I get into work, and I'm working, and I'm feeling worse and worse as the day's going on. And I'm, like, every muscle in my body just hurts, and my head hurts, and I'm just super sick, and I feel like I'm going to throw up. But I'm like, I'm an hour away from home. Let me just get my 8-hour day in.
Yeah.
Like, if I worked closer to home, I would have just called it a day. But I was an hour away from home.
Might as well get your money's worth.
So it's the end of the day, and I'm like, I'm out of here. Sayonara. And I get on to my car, and I call, and I'm like, hey, I'm on my way home. I feel like shit. If you haven't seen me in like an hour and a half, call.
Just in case something happens.
Yeah, exactly. And my mom's like, huh, well, that's weird. What's wrong? Like, you know, super nauseous, super achy. And I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? And he's like, well, Dad came home from work at 9 this morning. That's what my sister had it down in Florida and got all of us sick.
Damn it, Amanda.
So I feel like shit. So I get home at like 4:30 that night. By 4:45, I am in bed.
Yeah.
I don't wake up till like 11 o'clock that night.
How long did it stay with you?
I still feel like shit.
Wow.
I feel better. Like, I'm able to move around, but like, I woke up at 6 o'clock Friday morning, and I was just like, I'm grabbing my phone. I'm emailing my boss. I'm not going into work today. So, yeah. Uh-huh.
And he was like, no problem, Greg.
He didn't even respond. He usually doesn't respond to the emails about not being in. So, if he did respond, I would have been a little more concerned, actually.
Oh, okay.
But, like, I know that I am clearly totally fine when I miss, at most, like, I've missed a couple of days since I've started there 6 months ago. And I'm not very happy about that. I don't like missing days of work. I'm not a fan of that. I've probably missed 5 days in 6 months. That's more than I would have liked to have missed. But, like, you know, shit happens. Well, the person they had me training with so I could be a backup for them misses like a friggin' day a week. I'm not scared about me missing a day a month.
No.
Even though I'm not very happy about it, I'm not too worried. And, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not of any use if I can barely freaking move.
Right.
And it's freaking slow right now anyways, so... Because initially, when I got Wednesday off, I had initially just said to my boss, like, you know, I need to leave at lunch on Wednesday. So I was still done a 6-hour day, and he comes back at me, he's like, just take the whole day off. Okay. So, like, we're slow right now. So, like, I don't feel too bad about missing a day because I was legitimately sick, couldn't barely freaking move.
It's not like you're screwing the company.
No. It's not like I'm getting paid for my time off either because I'm a freaking contractor.
Yeah, I know how that goes.
So, like, I'm literally just taking a day without pay because I feel like shit. And yeah, so that was my Thursday, or that was my Friday. Yesterday I felt a little bit better. Still not great. Somewhere in there, I think it was Tuesday afternoon, we uncovered the pool. Yesterday we found out the filter tank was leaking. I mean, the pool's 15 years old almost.
Okay.
It's an above ground. We've replaced pretty much every other part of the whole filter assembly except the tank. So, I mean, like, it had a good run. It's got the pool has one hole in it that we were able to patch. But, yeah. So, like, it's as an above ground pool, it's coming to the end of its life. It just
had a good run.
It had a 15-year run. So that means once I own this place, I'll be replacing that, probably.
With an in-ground.
I can't do an in-ground because I live on a hill.
You can do it. You just got to level it out.
Easier said than done, my friend.
Oh,
I actually
win the lottery.
So hold up. I actually had a brilliant idea.
Ooh.
For how I am going to do the pool. Because I'm going to get the benefits of an in-ground while being an above-ground.
Okay.
I'm going to weld a rebar frame. Stick with me here.
Okay.
I'm going to weld a rebar frame in the shape of a pool. My outer wall, I'm going to, around the rebar frame, stack a cinder block wall. So the outer wall of my pool is going to be a cinder block ring. Once I've stacked that, I'm then going to mix up a shit ton of mortar. I'm going to fill the openings in the cinder blocks with mortar. So there's going to be mortar going around rebar going all the way through the cinder block wall. And then I'm going to mortar the bottom to do a level bottom, and then mortar up the sides to make smooth sides. Because, you know, stone walls in a pool are how in-ground pools work all the time. I've already done the math on this, that it will support the pressure of the water.
Okay.
I don't know why people don't do it. Probably because it's more permanent than a metal pool.
Yeah.
But I don't give a shit, because that pool's been there for 15 years. And before that, it was a useless piece of banking.
Okay. That's
so
fair.
I'm doing an above-ground in-ground pool. Because I'm Greg.
You do you, Greg.
I just figure there's less chance. Then again, though, the only problem with that is if something does go wrong with that, it's going to go, like, catastrophically wrong.
There's that possibility, yes.
It's not going to be just, like, throw a vinyl patch.
No. Titanic comes to mind, but...
I don't know. So there might be legitimately good reasons why people don't do that. And I'll have to get a permit from the city to do it anyway, so I'll have to give them my math and be like, yo, dog, this is why this is going to work.
This is the shizzy.
Because at the diameter I'm planning, with the size, or with the gauge of rebar that I'm planning, and the height of the pool I'm planning, it should be able to actually withstand about 500 pounds more of pressure than that amount of water can exert on the walls.
That's that math coming at me.
That's why I didn't go too many numbers. I was just giving you the 500 pounds. I knew
really
you didn't give a
appreciate that.
shit about any of the calculations I did. You just wanted to know if it was going to explode or work.
Yes, exactly. You
And
know me
now
by
you
now.
know. Exactly. I'm trying not to be a dick. You're tired. If you were awake, I'd be numbering you. But
So, so your calculations should be accurate then, and
I believe so. Like,
Okay.
unless I've totally overlooked something, which, you know, hopefully the person who's reviewing my permit application when I come time to do this isn't a moron.
Well, that would be nice.
It is the city, after all.
Is your city as intelligent as mine?
Oh, even more so, brother.
Okay.
I do live
Gosh.
in Massachusetts, after all.
Well, that doesn't really mean much to me.
Fair, 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 fair. Fair, 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 fair. Yeah, I don't really have much else. Do you have much else?
Not really. I don't. I'm trying to think if there's anything really important.
I have literally one more topic, so.
I don't think I said this on stream. I think I did it before we started, but on my YouTube, not my YouTube,
Your
on
Twitch.
my Twitch channel,
Yes.
I made some new commands. So if
My
you're
favorite one is exclamation Greg.
so if you're over there on my Twitch, go feel free to. Anybody can use them. You don't have to be a mod in order to use.
Do you have like a exclamation help command that lists all the commands?
I don't know if there's a command or not, like a exclamation mark commands or not. I'd have to look.
That would be a good one to add, probably, if it doesn't have it.
Probably.
Yeah, no. Tim and I had this conversation yesterday about cool commands to add. I still don't have any commands on my chat, by the way. Just putting that out there.
Well, you'll get them sooner or later.
I need to finish Big Bot.
Yeah.
I need to finish that. And now that I'm not juggling like 4 freaking jobs, once I feel better, maybe I can actually get around to finishing Big Bot.
Maybe.
Maybe I can make the giveaway thing work better.
That would be.
Because the giveaway is kind of obnoxious to do right now. I want to be able to make it so that, like, the broadcaster can go in and do, like, exclamation giveaway, space, and then enter a keyword. And that starts a giveaway, creates a message from BigBot saying, enter keyword such and such to win, and then auto draws after
Such
either
and such.
after either yeah, and then either like so basically exclamation giveaway space keyword space time, where basically it will then auto draw after either that time has expired or it sees that all people on the viewer list have entered.
That would be nice.
I think that would be a cool tool to be able to use that would make our lives easier. Because then when we get stuff like that fancy Elgato Stream Deck, we can just press a button and it automatically does that command.
That'd be nice.
Except we're not getting Stream Decks because they seem pointless to us.
Yeah.
I have this guy right here, my little 10 keypad. It does the same thing. I just have to do programming to make that one work like the Stream Deck.
There you go.
Yeah, I guess the moral of tonight's Big Box Weekly is Greg has to do more programming.
In his free time, of course.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to have more free time after I've gotten some stuff settled here. And once I get past my frickin'... Because, of course, the summer cold... I get a summer cold every year beginning of July. And then on top of the summer cold this year, I got hit with this stomach flu.
A double whammy.
It's not a good time for me right now. But I did have one more thing. And that's...
Yes.
Tim and I are potentially looking at TwitchCon 2018.
Yes. Potentially.
Potentially.
Depending on like where it's at.
Long Beach.
They already know it's in Long Beach?
Oh, that's TwitchCon 2017. Oh no, don't autoplay Twitch. Stop it.
They won't announce where. I don't think.
I don't think
next
so
year's at
either.
until. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, I misread it because I searched TwitchCon 2018, and there's a thing. The very first result is TwitchCon2018.com, which just results to TwitchCon.com. But yeah, no, it's already too late in the year for me to make plans for this year's TwitchCon because it's October and it's in Long Beach, and that's not happening.
Nope.
So therefore, depending on where TwitchCon 2018 is, you may be able to see our faces at TwitchCon. Never VidCon, though. Never VidCon. That seems like too much of a drama mess.
Not, yeah, I'm not going to say never, but not at this
I'm going
time.
to say very unlikely. No VidCon for us. Tim's already done Minecon. He's not down for that again.
Yep.
Too many
It's a
12-year-olds.
No, it's just a nice experience. There's just a lot of people, and I'm not a real big, lot of people person in one space. So
That's fair.
I did Minecon, got that experience. It was fun. I enjoyed it. I would rather not do it again.
Yeah, and
Unless
TwitchCon unless it's way closer, right?
Yeah, unless it's like in Chicago, then yeah, I'll go.
Yeah, because why not? It's freaking roll out of bed and into
Yeah.
the freaking convention center.
Exactly.
Does Chicago have a big convention center?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I feel like Chicago was actually one of the places my former job was looking at hosting their large event, but I actually think we might have been bigger than that.
Wow.
Because where was Minecon when you went? Was that California or Vegas?
It was California.
It was
Anaheim.
Anaheim. Yeah, because to put that into perspective, the convention center that Minecon occupied, my event from my former job outgrew that space.
There was 16,000 people there.
Yeah, we... Hold on. Let me pull up the Guinness Book of World Records here. Because we actually hold the record for the largest robotics competition. Hold up. Okay. Yep, so we had a total of 1,075 teams, which is the world's largest robotics competition. So the teams that... So, for just the students that were actually competing, not spectators, volunteers, staff, family members, there were 15,000 students.
Wow.
And this is 2016. For 2017, they actually had to split it into 2 weeks and do the younger grades and then the older grades.
Wow.
Because we're outgrowing the freaking Kentucky Exposition Center. Like, I'm sorry, they're outgrowing. It's not a we thing anymore. I'm
Yes.
not part of that no more. It's just, you know, the lingo they teach you in those trainings, we'll call them, sticks for a while. Did that sound as awful as I
Brainwashing?
meant for it? Did that sound as
Brainwashing?
awful as I meant it to?
It sounded like you were saying that they brainwashed you.
A little bit. I think that's a part of any job, though.
Oh, that's true. To a certain extent, yes.
But yeah, so TwitchCon 2018 may be in the cards for Big Bucks.
Possibly.
Hopefully they announce it soon after TwitchCon 2017 where it's going to be so we can like make plans. Because if they announce it soon enough afterwards, like within a month afterwards, I can actually be like, yeah, I'm going. Whereas if they wait till like February, I might be like, I think I can get the time off.
I'm trying to remember when they announced it.
Now, was it 2017 Minecon you went to, or was it 2016?
2016.
Okay.
Because TwitchCon last year was like the week after. Hello?
Hello.
Okay.
I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm alive.
So TwitchCon last year was the week after.
Yeah. I'm looking now. I'm trying to figure out where Minecon 2017 is going to be.
They haven't announced it yet.
I know, but like, why not?
Oh. I don't know.
Why did they freaking wait so long? Like, Jesus
one
Christ. Like, I don't get it. Because, like, I know from the experience of getting large convention centers, there were, like, multi-year contracts that we filled.
Well, they tried to do it in different places, but I thought I heard last year that they were saying that they were going to try and keep it more in one spot, but they didn't really have any more details on that. So
Right, because when you have such a large event and you need to book an entire venue, you generally have to go quite a bit in advance.
yeah, you do.
which is why we deal with like 5-year contracts at a location.
Yeah.
Which is why they're still in friggin' middle of Nowheresville, Kentucky. Yep. That's enough of me trashing on my old job. We're about to hit the 45-minute mark here. I think that is damn good considering you're tired and I'm sick. Together, we're sick and tired.
Yay!
Didn't think about that until 5 seconds ago. You got any parting words of wisdom? Now I'm stealing your outro. Jesus Christ. That's what you usually ask free.
Right. I don't know. I might play a game of CSGO just for the hell of it.
Oh, good. That should be interesting. That should be interesting.
That's about all I got.
Alrighty. Thanks for hanging in there with us, ladies and gentle peoples. And as far as I can tell, we will see you guys in the next one.
Peace.